through which came the whisper of one of the old women.
"Musha, talk of the devil."
Joyce's face grew very white. One hand instinctively grasped his riding switch, the other hung uselessly by his side. Murdoch spoke.
"I came here expecting to meet Phelim Joyce. I thought I'd save him the trouble of coming with the money."
Joyce said in a husky voice,
"What do you mean? I have the money right enough here. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I had a bad accident, broke me arm, and was nigh drowned in the Curragh Lake. But I was going up to you at once, bad as I am, to pay you your money, Murdoch."
The Gombeen Man interrupted him.
"But it isn't to me you'd have to come, my good man. Sure, it's the sheriff himself that was waiting for you, and when you didn't come—"
Here Joyce winced. The speaker smiled.
"He done his work."
"What work, acushla?"
asked one of the women. Murdoch answered slowly.
"He sold the lease of the farm, known as the Shleenanahar, in open sale, in accordance with the terms of his notice duly posted, and with warning given to the holder of the lease."
There was a long pause. Joyce was the first to speak.
"You're joking, Murdoch. For God's sake, say you're joking. You told me yourself that I might have time to get the money, and you told me that the putting me farm up for sale was only a matter of form, to let me pay you back in my own way. Nay, more, you asked me not to tell any of the neighbours, for fear some of 'em might want to buy some of me land. And it's never so, that when you got me after Galway to raise the money, you went in with the sale behind me back, with not a soul by to speak for me or mine, and sold up all I have. No, Murdoch, you're a hard man, I know, but you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that."
Murdoch made no direct reply to him, but said seemingly to the company generally,
"I expected to see Phelim Joyce at the sale today, but as I had some business in which he was concerned, I came here where I knew there'd be neighbours, and sure so there is."
He took out his pocket-book and wrote names.
"Father Peter Ryan, Daniel Moriarty, Bartholomew Moynihan, Andrew McGlown, Mrs. Katie Callaghan. That's enough. I want you all to see what I've done. There's nothing underhand about me. Phelim Joyce, I give ye formal notice that your land was sold and bought by me, for ye broke your word to repay me the money lent ye before the time fixed. Here's the sheriff's assignment, and I tell you before all these witnesses that I'll proceed with ejectment on title at once."
All in the room were as still as statues. Joyce was fearfully still and pale, but when Murdoch spoke the word ejectment, he seemed to wake in a moment to frenzied life. The blood flushed up in his face, and he seemed about to do something rash. But with a great effort he controlled himself and said,
"Mr. Murdoch, you won't be too hard. I got the money today. It's here. But I had an accident that delayed me. I was thrown into the Curragh Lake and nigh drowned it, and me arm is broke. Don't be so close as an hour or two. You'll never be sorry for it. I'll pay you all and more, and thank you into the bargain all my life. You'll take back the paper, won't ye? For me children's sake, for Nora's sake."
He faltered. The other answered with an evil smile.
"Phelim Joyce, I've waited years for this moment. Don't you know me better not to think I would go back on myself when I've started on a road? I wouldn't take your money, not if every pound note was spread into an acre and cut up in £10 notes. I want your land. I have waited for it, and I mean to have it. Now, don't beg me any more, for I won't go back, and though it's many a grudge I owe ye, I square them all before the neighbours be refusing your prayer. The land is mine, bought by open sale, and all the judges in courts in Ireland couldn't take it from me. And what do you say to that now, Phelim Joyce?"
The tortured man had been clutching the ash sapling which he had used as a riding whip, and from the nervous twitching of his fingers I knew that something was coming. And it came. For without a word he struck the evil face before him, struck as quick as a flash of lightning, such a blow that the blood seemed to leap out round the stick.